14. Yellow. Far side.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He's trying to push the field. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. That is caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow! That play good for 17 and a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. That one's complete, right side. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 42 as this opening drive continues. Back to throw, Mahomes. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Yellow.
Hand off to the back. And he works this to the 38 before going down. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Now it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points. Butker on now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, go. 11, add it. Go, let's go. Here we go.
Lawrence going to throw straight away here. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Rip, 23.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Take right open.
Lawrence working from the gun. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
11.
First down throw, Lawrence. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tre'Davious White. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Yellow.
They motion the tight end over. The give now out of the shotgun. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The stop made that time by the rookie from Florida State.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Yellow.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Taken in by Mitchell, right side. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Kelly there to bring it in.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And it's a nickel set from the Jags on this 3rd down.
Fire down these two.
Here's Mahomes now. That's caught for the first. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down.
Yellow. 43. Hey, Riblin. There's Hart.
Another try following the sack. He beams one deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
They'll try and punch it in. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. They got a handful on the play, now need a handful more, 5 yards on 2nd and goal. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs.
57.
They'll hand it to him again. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Yellow. Hey, Riblin.
3rd time's the charm, he gets it again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, you really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. A very short kick here from the right hash. Up and good from Blankenship. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for them.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. 30 left. 13 loop. 11. Hey, kill.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He can run it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. Give him 24 on that play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. And he won't connect on that one. Incomplete.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect. And all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Same right. Easy. Go. Damn, gun. Hurry up.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. That's complete to Ingram along the sideline. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the red zone. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
On red. Go. Kill. Silver.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars tie and can take the lead here in the second. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they'll take the lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Returns looking good so far. He lost the football. And they dodge a turnover there on the return.
Awareness. So critical in so many phases of the game. And in this phase, in the special teams phase, it's not just hitting blocks and clearing the lane, but in this case, recognizing the fumble and most importantly, keeping that possession.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. It's DeAndre Prince up to make that play. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st down throw, Mahomes. Throwing deep for the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
24.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Connects with his back, Jaleel McLaughlin. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Hey, run!
Now Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. This is complete to Duvernay. And he gets him around 6 there. Marshawn Lattimore up from the secondary for the stop. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Take right open. Hey, Lion. Here we go.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. He's got it at the 30. They get 38 out of the play. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Brian Thomas Jr., his intended target. So 2nd down coming up.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for him. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Ramp 23.
He'll throw it yet again. And he scores. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Fight down these two. Fight down these two.
Receiver in motion, headed right. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Chiefs are on the move here. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Yellow.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Chased out to his right. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And the punt team hurries down, and they're going to stop this one at the 10-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Red on red. 11.
Lawrence working from the gun. On the move, headed right. On the move, big gain downfield. Into the red zone. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars grow their lead just before halftime. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Jaguars lead by 15 now. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. On 1st down, they'll run. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Yellow. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. Where's it?
Here's Mahomes. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
When you ask a lot of your defenders on that field, it is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. That just misses the 50 mark, gets a 49-yard punt. And it'll be Jaguars football.
Okay, ready?
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Hey, I'm gun.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
All right, let's go. 30 left. 13 loop. Silver.
Trying again, following the sack. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Hey.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
11. Sink right. Heavy.
Lawrence throwing here. Getting out to his left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They go to punt on 4th down, and out heads Tommy Townsend. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. Broke through the tackle, and he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt gets up to 59 yards, and they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line.
Yellow.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. He rolls to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Yellow.
Back to throw it. Trying for the deep ball. It is caught at the 20. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. A I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Butker on now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Great job. Hey, easy. Route. Go.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
11 Agate.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. This is hauled in by Ingram. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Take right open. 11.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
McLaughlin there to bring it in. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
Big 13 heavy. Hey, run.
Lawrence looking to throw. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Another try following the sack. Forced out to his right. Now he takes it.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Hey, go. 11.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And they'll continue to lead by 9.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
I don't need to. Where's it?
Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Yellow. Where's it?
Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. Catch made by Mitchell. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Bails out of the pocket quick. Catch is made down the right sideline. That one hits for 30. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They'll run here on 1st down. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Yellow. Yellow. Where's it?
Mahomes. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Rip, 23.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Red on red.
Lawrence to throw it. And he won't find an escape. They converge and drop him for the safety. Well, this has been one of the big stories of the game, partner. He's been sacked over and over and over here. And this time, cost him more than just yards. It cost him 2 points and possession. Former quarterback, man, what are you thinking at this point in the game?
I'm thinking I'm going to be spending a lot of time in the training room to get my body right. And I think were you Marshawn Lynch right there? Over and over
there
and
you
over.
Go. Let's go. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Yellow. My side.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's on the move. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
Yellow. My side.
Back to throw, Mahomes. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Yellow, yellow. My side.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Chiefs. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Right. My side.
To the air, Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Harrison Butker out now. He knows how big this try is. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Got all of it, and this is good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
From the shotgun, Lawrence has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Route. Hey, kill. 11, Agate.
1st down throw, Lawrence. It's caught, McLaughlin. And they make the tackle at the 38. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On red.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Throw on 3rd down. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll go down here at the 16. They get 22 on that one. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Hey, Lion, Lion.
Working inside the red zone. Put the body on the line for his team. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Hey, go, go. Go, go. 30 left.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars now lead by 10. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. On the move, looking deep. He's got it deep downfield. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Yellow.
First down throw, Mahomes. And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so second down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Charvarius Ward picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be second and 8.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down, just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Let's go.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Hey.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Jaguars moments away from their 4th win of the year. Second and 6 coming up here.
Hey, easy. Route.
They give it to him again. And he's only going to get down to the 47 on a short gain. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
On red. Hey, I'm gun. 30 left. 13 loop.
And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. The flag makes this 3rd down and 10.
11.
Lawrence working from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fields this at the 19. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it inside the 10. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. Now, I know that's one of his favorite routes to run, Brock, but that has got to be one of a quarterback's favorite throws to make as well, right? Drop it in over the defender and take the lid off the D for 6.
Because it is so simple. It's something that these two have done and thrown together for years and years. Maybe not to each other, but since Pop Warner. They've been running the go route. Just run right by him, and if you're even, you're leaping.
And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. So down inside the final minute, they're ready to try the onside kick. Oh, and this will be a turnover. It's recovered by the kicking team. Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right?
Hey,
if you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in.